And so the time has come. Before you say goodbye, I have a few things to say. For nearly a decade now, when our viewers have seen me in the grocery store at events and anywhere in South Florida, they are always saying, you are so lucky to sit next to a beautiful woman. And I agree with them, of course, but they see the beauty on the outside. I see the beauty from within.
Oh, thank you.
I dare not go down memory lane, too many stories to share, but here's one thing that you did each and every day that I observed and I always loved. How you took time to talk to the women who clean this building each and every day.
Oh goodness, you're gonna make us both cry.
How you gave them toys and clothes and the things that you said to them. That says a lot about you, says a lot about your character, your integrity. You know, my mother cleaned buildings and offices, and so I only wish that someone was that nice to her. Your gift is not just your excellence on television, but the grace you did it with. And so, you know, now you have a chance to spend time with your mom and your dad, and that's something that I wish that I can do. So, as the matriarch of our family, our local 10 family, you're going to be missed.
Oh, thank you.
And we love you.
Thank you. And you know, I'm flying off to see my mom tomorrow morning. Gonna have a little medical procedure. I'm gonna go be with her, and that's what this is about, right?
Yes.
Because stepping away from this news desk isn't easy. It's very bittersweet, of course. But over the last year or so, I found myself keeping several phrases in my phone, and I looked at them every day. And the main message was, don't let fear of the unknown keep you from your destiny. And then after I finally announced about 6 weeks ago that I was stepping down from the evening news, you, our viewers, have sent me even more wonderful sentiments and thoughts because you get it. You've told me it's a lot to give up, but there's so much more to gain. And sometimes we have to let go of what we love to do to be with those we love. And just yesterday, someone wrote me, reinvent your life frequently and vigorously. I love that. You really get it. And that it's just time, after 30 years in this wild and crazy news business, from hanging chads to Wilma and Irma, to take control of my time. And I thank you for sharing and understanding. You know, the very best compliment so many of you have sent me is a really sincere thank you. Thank you for being there for us and giving us so many years of your life. We don't know when you managed to see your kids or your husband, but thank you for being there, especially during the stormy times, and just being a voice of calm. I tell you, there's no better compliment. And the fact that you choose us to get you through those times makes it all worthwhile. I really want to thank Calvin, Betty, and Will for always having my back, as I've had theirs. We stretch and stretch if Betty isn't in the studio yet for her update. And then when Calvin and I toss to weather, once in a while with some ridiculous thought, or we give away the entire forecast, Betty always saves us with a great big smile, and she still manages to dance her way through the weather in such an engaging way, right? She is just the best. And Will, well, he knows sports like few others I've ever known in my 30 years. And even if I get a name wrong, or I toss to him about a home game that was really away, he always saves me, and he just moves on flawlessly. Some of my best memories are covering the Heat in the NBA Finals, live newscast right outside the AAA, talking sports all night. What a time that was. And Calvin has been my longest TV husband, almost 10 years. We know when each other is going to breathe or speak or sneeze, and we are right there to grab it and carry on. It's a synergy that really is pretty magical when it's right, and it has been now for a decade. The four of us had dinner tonight, and we reminisced about it all. It is the end of a chapter here at Local 10, but it's also the beginning of a new chapter here, and it will be great. I can't thank my coworkers enough. There are roughly 200 people in this building who make it all sing, in front of the camera, behind the camera, and my news director and general manager for just a beautiful send-off to my next chapter. From the on-air tributes to the team jerseys, the city proclamations, the looks back at my career and reporting around the world, a wonderful luncheon, a burrito portrait. I'm still trying to find a place to hang, and all the cakes galore today. They really managed to orchestrate a phenomenal and memorable time. I have been blown away over the last few weeks. So as we sign off, please know that I'm not going anywhere. South Florida has been home for 21 years. It's where I met my husband, where I had my children, and it's where I plan to stay. This is my home, and I will always be here. South Florida strong. So it is not goodbye tonight. It is cheers to a new chapter, a new adventure. And do know, it has been an honor to be your news lady.